All right, guys, we up here at the hunting club this weekend, and we battling these hogs. I'm gonna show y'all what we're gonna do. We got some different things we're gonna do this year with our deer feed. We're gonna build some troughs, get them up off the ground. That's gonna keep our rice bran and stuff from getting wet, and hopefully keep some of these smaller hogs out of it. We know some big ones is gonna get up there, but hey, if we can keep any of them out of it, that's better on the feed bill. So I'm gonna show y'all a little bit about what we got going on and how we building them. And I'll give you the measurements and everything, kind of show you what we're doing. And we'll see how they turn out. We're also gonna be building some corrals. I don't think we're gonna do that this weekend. I'll show y'all in the next couple weeks, probably how we build these corrals, a little bit about it. We experimented with one last year. We built one, and now we've got a few more on the lease. And we're gonna build us a couple more. And they work pretty good too. The hogs can't get over in them. They're a short corral, 25, 26 inches tall, and the deer will just walk up there and hop right over in them. You see that a lot in the videos out in Texas where the hogs are real bad. Those guys been doing it out there for some time now. But I'm gonna show y'all a little bit about these troughs that we're building, show y'all how they're gonna turn out. Here's some I've already got put together. This is the bottom part of the trough, and I'm building them two parts, so they're gonna be a little bit easier to move in on a trailer. Somebody like me and Danielle can take one of these in and set it up pretty easy without it being too heavy. This is a top for one right here. You can see we got a little gable on it, got a little slant on each side. It's gonna be pretty nice. And I didn't get these measurements from anybody. I just designed this. This is similar to what some other people makes, but I designed these and figured out the angles and everything myself. I've never built any before. This is the first ones. What we did on the plywood is actually the only treated plywood where I got this lumber at that they had was 3/4 inch. So that's 3/4 inch treated plywood in the bottom. Got one sheet, cut it in 2-foot sections. So that's 2 by 4 right there. Should hold 2 or 3 sacks of rice bran, no problem. You can see it's 2 by 6s on the side, treated 2 by 6s. So these are 4 foot long. So those 2 by 6s are cut 4 foot. You got your end pieces there to make up 2 foot. So it's gonna be 21 inch pieces here. These sides are, it's just what I come up with, are actually 27.5 2 by 6s. And you can see I left a little spot right here at the top. Left like 2.5 inches here so we can put our splice on there. Our top part will just stick right on here, run a couple drywall screws in, and then we'll scab over it with another piece right there. The 4x4s were 8 foot 4x4s. We just cut them in half. So those are 4 foot long each. Y'all can see right here how it lays out. Since our trough is 4 foot long, right there, our braces that go across the bottom in here, these right here, are 4 foot also. And then we got another one underneath right there, and that's what helps give the trough a little bit of support. But it also, having 2 braces going across like that, strengthens everything. And then we just got us a couple boards cut on. Those are 16 inches on the long sides, and they're just cut at a 45, and they're stuck right in there, toe nailed to the 4x4, and then nailed in on the side of that 2x6. And that's all it is to the bottoms. That's it right there. Pretty nice little trough. They're sturdy. You can pick them up, move them any kind of way you want, and they're gonna work good. So we've already put 3 of our troughs together out of 4. I'm building 4. To make this out of treated lumber, 4 of these gonna cost probably about $250, $225, something like that. Not sure. I figured in the nails, and then we got some old tin over there we're gonna be using, so I don't really have any money tied up in the tin. But Danielle wanted a nice treated one that's gonna last a while, so her big bucks can get used to it. Y'all can see right here, I've already got one I've got laid out. This one's ready to put together. Unfortunately, we didn't film putting the box together, but this box is already put together, so I'll just show y'all from here. That's pretty self-explanatory on the box. We got a nail gun and we used it, but we just squared our 2x6s there and made our 2x4 foot frame, and then flipped it over and just nailed our plywood right to it, and that's all that is so far. Like I said, on our 4x4s, those are 4 foot a piece. We got 2 of those. Those are the braces, those 2x4s right there. Those are gonna be 4 foot each. Those 2x6s are gonna be 27.5. And then the 4 braces are gonna be 16 inches on the long side, cut on 45. And that's gonna be our bottom. So if you want to build one of these, you know, you can skimp and build it with non-treated wood, but right now this lumber is actually not very high. The treated 2x6s, 8 foot long, were only $5 and something a piece treated. So may as well go on and build treated ones that are gonna last. After figuring the math on it, I think you could actually build one of these. Your cost per feeder or trough feeder would be about $75 a piece. So we're gonna build 4 of them for about 250 bucks. So that's 75 counting nails, tin, and everything. Now all I'm gonna do here is I laid these up on the trailer, so it's gonna be a little more square, a little easier to build or to put together. I'm just marking, and this ain't gotta be rocket science, we ain't building a house. I'm just marking halfway of these 4x4s right here. And we're just gonna take our 2x6s here. These are a little over 5.5, but 2 of these. Just marking my halfway mark on those real quick. And all I'm gonna do is just put that right in there and kind of center it up. I'm gonna pop 1 nail in it. Alright, that'll come in handy. I got a little speed square. Kind of want to make it somewhat square. So I'm going to square it up before I ever put my second nail in. Once I get it square, go and pop my second one in there. Put a couple more. That ain't going nowhere.
Good job. He makes me proud. Here's our home away from home. This is where we live pretty much until January or so, whenever we're done hunting. What you got? What you got?
Alright, so I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. You got to make sure all your measurements is pretty close.
But you're not building a house.
Yeah, we're not building a house. But what we're going to do to get all this square and everything, get it in pretty good shape, we're going to square this 4x4 off the trailer. Get this one the same. We're going to put this brace right here in the center. And where'd my other brace go? We're going to take this brace and put it right in here, like that. And then that way all we got to do is set our trough right on top of this and nail it in place. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm gonna come off of my trailer. I'm at 30 inches over there. 30 inches there, so that's square. I'm gonna go ahead, pop a couple nails in that one. Bottom one here. Like I said, this ain't gotta be perfect. Just centering that 2x up. That ain't going nowhere. Okay. We'll go ahead and get this one just centered up pretty good. Alright, y'all see in a minute. We went ahead and marked here. This is 3 3/4. That's where we want our 2x4. And once we put our trough in here, that's going to leave our trough sticking about 2.5 inches up above this so we can put our roof on, splice it on. So that's where we're at. So I'm going to put this one right in there. Get one nail in it. On that end. My fingers out of the way. One on that end. Kind of level it up a little bit. Alright, so putting those braces in should make this easier and should go in a lot smoother.
We hope.
Probably not going to quite go in. That's fine. We'll just knock that out just a little bit, like that, and then knock it back in.
Good job. It looks so good. As y'all can tell, it's just me and Bradley up here.
Just us.
Yeah.
About right. I'm just going to square it to this. It's pretty square.
Some nails and go on this side. Think this is going to help with the hogs eating up all of our feed?
Absolutely.
I think so.
It's going to help.
Because we put out feed at the ground line, and within just a couple of days I had 8 hogs in there eating it. All my tortillas, all my corn.
So this made the trough 30 inches tall. So it's 30 inches to the top edge of this off the ground. See how it works. We'll keep y'all posted. Like I said, we have never built any of these. Seeing a lot of people doing it. Seeing big mature bucks eating out of them. We feed a lot of rice bran, some corn. What we're going to do, we're going to put them out and we're going to keep y'all posted, like how many days it takes for deer to show up, how long before we're getting pictures on them and stuff.
So what's this?
That's our little braces, just to keep everything straight.
gonna be awesome.
Alright, we're fixing to build the roof. I'm gonna show y'all how to put it together, and I'll show y'all some measurements, but it's gonna be easier to put it in place. We're gonna sink a couple drywall screws here, square everything up and build it in place, and then we'll just undo these drywall screws to get it in on the lease and put them back in when we get it in place. Just easier to move around. They're too heavy with all of this put together for me and Danielle to move, so that's just gonna be the easiest way to do it. We'll show y'all this on the top of our roof. This is a 15-degree angle, so we cut 15-degree angle on each side. You'll have the center 2x4 will go across like this, and then these on the edges are gonna come like that right there. So that's how the roof's gonna go together. By the way, these are 48 inches long, so you got 27.5 and 48 on these. These are just 4 foot long.
Bradley's inside the trough, so
You know, I trust my work when I'm standing on top of it.
yeah.
Of course, you want to make them boards split real good like that, make the holes good. That's better.
Good
I
job.
didn't make that even split like I did the other one.
Yeah. Now we're coming over here to this side. Look there. This is gonna be so nice. Sitting in my ground blind, watching hogs come out, not being able to get my feed. Oh, that probably wasn't intentional, just so people know. Make it work.
Right back in there.
Look at there. I kind of stay over here, so in case one of those nails flies out, it ain't coming on me. You're putting that right in the middle?
Yeah, right in the middle.
What's that cut, that board's measurements cut?
That one's a little bit shorter because I got end here. So it's 16 3/4.
We got 2 more to make. 2 more. Just putting the braces on. Now, remember, the only thing we haven't nailed, he screwed it on right here. So, right in there on both sides. So that way, whenever we get ready to move these to the spot, we're going to take that off and it'll be in 2 pieces. Make it easier to handle.
They got warm.
We are almost done.
Putting tin on. This is just some old scrap tin that we had.
Yeah. Bradley finishes putting this tin on. We're gonna load them up, get them on the hunt club. Remember, Bradley said he is not building a house. So this is perfect for the deer. And the squirrels. The squirrels are definitely gonna get up in there. But I'm gonna feel bad for Thumper that's always at my feed with my deer. I usually have about 2 rabbits at my feed, but we're not gonna put feed out on the ground anymore. Thumper, I have to go elsewhere. Maybe in a iron skillet with gravy on it. That would be good. Some rice, fried rabbit, smothered in gravy. Oh yeah. 2 more screws. We're done. Awesome. Good job. I'm proud of you. Got our first one up. Yep.
Our feed trough going up.
Yep. It wasn't that bad to set up out here.
Wasn't that bad?
No.
It's just hot. It got hot this evening. Of course.
This is at our first spot. This is what we call New Road. We got a box stand up there. Up there. This is the spot where Bradley has killed a couple of nice bucks. Josh looked up and killed 2 nice ones last year. They all did awesome. So Bradley noticed there's already hog signs down here. So
yeah, hopefully this keeps them out of our stuff.
Yeah.
All right, there's our scab boards. Just give us an extra.
And come around.
Strength.
Yep. Bradley's putting some nails in there. He's got some screws. Now we're going to put some feed in it. We're going to see what happens. Maybe Josh should put a camera out here for us. All my cameras are clean. That ain't bad. You can stand underneath it without hitting your head. Quite a bit of feed can go in that joker. Do y'all feed y'all's deer rice bran? We get ours from Thomas Nursery.
I'm gonna put about that much and see what happens. See if they come find it.
Yeah, I bet you they will. That right there, people, is what we call Trump Tower. It's super tall. Now, this is what Bradley has talked about that we have put up. This is the only spot that we have put this corral. That the hogs will not get in there, but the deer will jump right over and they'll go and eat.